Hi, I'm Rosalind from Jardine Foundation, and today we have the pleasure to speak with a recently graduated scholar. Say hello to Tina Mao.
Hi, this is Tina. Well, I graduated in July of 2019 before pandemic all started. So luckily, I got a job with Jardines as a Jardine executive trainee, JET. That's how we call it here. It's a structured program to rotate between different subsidiaries within Jardines, and I'm currently in Zhongfu, or Jardine International Motors, which is the parent company of Zhongfu. I rotated between HR and now currently in finance.
You studied computer science and philosophy. What was your experience like? Can you share a bit about your campus learning or your experience as a Jardine scholar, entire journey from learning to, you know, social, what's the social calendar like that you can share with us?
Sure. Academic-wise, it's really, I was very privileged because it's a quite niche subject. So you get quite a lot of tutors to teach not so many students. A lot of times I get one-to-one or one-to-two tutorials. So that was a very pleasant experience for me. In terms of socials, I was engaged with debating in competitive debating Oxford Union, and in my spare time I would just hang out with my friends because Oxford is very pretty in summer. You can go punting and you can go to visit a lot of gardens in the city, and also just get out of Oxford to go to other cities in the UK. I had a really good time there to have a balance between study and between, well, play, I guess. Well, for the start, I joined a lot of networking events in Oxford itself or in London. We have the Christmas luncheon every year. I really enjoy that. It's a great opportunity to network not just with the Oxford scholars, but also with the Cambridge scholars. I also joined a lot of the career talks hosted by Jardine Foundation, one of which was on JETS. So that my current job that I'm on, I knew from that, from both from the career talk I joined, but also from the internship I joined with Jardines during my scholar time.
What I probably wanted to share is, a lot of our applicants have asked us the question about the application process, the selection process, and I get this question very often. What are the interviews like with the panel, where students or candidates they meet the panel in January every year, and it takes place in our Hong Kong office. Do you recall what was your impression of the interview?
I had my final interview during Christmas in 2013, so that's almost 7 years ago. Time really flies, and I can't really remember too much of the details, except that the panel was very genuinely interested in me as a person, and we had an extremely engaging conversation. I also remember not being able to answer many questions from one of the panelists. So when I called my mom after the interview, I told her at least I got a free trip to Hong Kong. So that was my mom was like, "Oh."
Do you have any tips to share with prospective applicants?
I think from my experience, just to be yourself. I'm very I don't know any magic formula to that, but to be yourself. All the other scholars I met had a completely different experience. We had a completely different interview, like the questions we get are so different. And I think at the end of the day, it's just to be yourself and to enjoy what you do.